Does anyone relish tea like I do? This is dawa, and I was taught good manners do not speak with your food in your mouth. There. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we're going to talk, how do I know my value? How do I deduce that this is the value I am at? Because in setting up my business, I have had to do what they call a rate card and say that if you come to me, this is what you're paying for, and this is the value you're paying for. But how do you get to all of that? That's today. So, value. For a long time, other people told me my value. You see what I mean? They came and whatever they paid, I assumed that's what I'm worth. Turns out I've got to assess myself and review myself every other time to discover what my actual value is. Why? Because every time people walk into my life or my business, I don't want them to determine my value. Ready? The first thing I have used as a template to determine my value is time. Paula Mugisa keeps saying this. It's not a good use of my time. It's like when she needs to get out of something she doesn't find productive, she says, it's not a good use of my time. So whatever you're bringing to me, I ask myself, is this a good use of my time? How much time are you or your work taking away from me? Okay? How much time am I giving to this thing? Okay? The more time, the more expensive it is. Okay? So you're at a job that needs you, say, from 7 a.m. until 6 p.m., which means for that chunk of the day, you're not able to do any other thing. And yet they're paying you what ideally, if you calculated, the rate would be for like 4 hours. What happens to the rest of the time? You're giving it out for free. Okay? So ask yourself, is this a good use of my time? And also, what I've realized is that somebody will ask for 6 hours and really the job they want you to do will only need 2 hours. So always value your time. It's like how people say, I'll pay you X amount for 1 hour. What they're going to do is pile on work for 6 hours in the 1 hour. So just deduce all of that, assess all of that. I'm working here for 6-7 hours, but is it worth it? Am I not just being unproductive and wasting my time on Facebook instead of actually working? Could I be using this same time somewhere else so my value goes up? So in determining your value, ask yourself, how much time do they need? How much time am I wasting or using on this? And is it a good use of my time? Okay? The second thing in determining your value is your expertise. What are you good at? What are you brilliant at? Actually, I say, don't say good, because everybody's good at something. What are you brilliant at? That, honestly speaking, yeah, they could wake you up in the middle of the night and you will do it. You're brilliant at it, okay? So for me, I realized very early on that TV came very naturally and easily for me. You put a camera in front of me, everybody else around me. In fact, I could be in a room full of people talking and doing all sorts of things. I will do my job. So you've got to determine what your expertise is. In your field, in your category, in your industry, what is your expertise? These are things you went to school for. These are things you've practiced for long. These are things you just know you're good at. So calculate that regardless of how they give this to me in different ways, I will do it well because of my expertise. That chunk is what you add to say, this is my value. Speaking of expertise, experience, put that in there. Now, experiences, I have done this for 10 years, I've done this for 5 years. Sounds cute to say, but guys, people have invested their time, and that's why their experience is worth it. Listen, if you're coming from university, what do they always say? 2 years or 5 years of experience needed, and you're thinking, I've been at university for 3 years. Where do you think I got the experience? But friend, you can actually gather the experience. Okay, now I've moved away from this, now I'm teaching something else, but it's fine. You see these things you do internship and you do it towards the end of your school year? Don't. Start it early, because that is what you will write as experience. So now we go back. Determining your value. Do not let anyone waste your time and not pay your value when you've got years of experience. Please. Because they're going to be paying someone who has 1 year of experience, the same as you of 10 years. Why? Because you've not calculated your years of experience as well. Hello. Perception is key, especially in my business. I don't know if it is in your business as well. But I can measure, because TV and radio, it's Who are you? Do people know you? Do people recognize you? Do you have influence? Do you have engagement? When you speak, do people listen? That's the perception they use to actually add or decrease your value. However, I can use lawyers to explain this. You know when you mention to someone that, oh, my lawyer said this, and they're like, who's your lawyer? And you mention a name and either people are like, woo, or who? So kind of the same thing, right? Because they'll trust that this lawyer will do great because of perception. People hear of them or know of them out there. So same thing with you. In your category, in your business, in your industry, what's the perception of people? What perception do people have of you? When you're mentioned, people say, oh, no, I will not do that. Or when you're mentioned, people ask, who? Or when you're mentioned, people are like, I would love to work with that person. Oh, that person is brilliant. Oh, yes, great experience. So perception is important. And part of the ways how you build perception also is in how you work with people. Because if someone works with Flavia and another person, and 5 people later, they're all saying very unprofessional, never on time, annoying. Perception. Even if I'm the best person, perception will kill my business and my value. So use those things to determine your value. I said expertise, experience, perception, and good use of your time. Yep, if you want to know your value, use those to assess. Always good to have you. In the next vlog, I really do now want to share what my business is about and how far I've come.